Hey guys, it's Nate, and last year was a pretty good year for games in my opinion, but there's a few games coming out in 2015 that I'm pretty excited for, so I thought I'd make a little video just kind of talking about the games that I'm most looking forward to, and just to see what you guys might be looking forward to as well. But with that being said, I'll get right into it. Up first is Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. We don't have an official release date for this game yet, but really looking forward to it. I'm a big fan of Yoshi's Island, and the art style of this game is just super pretty, and from what I've seen of the gameplay, it looks pretty fun, so hopefully that comes out sooner than later. But yeah. Up next is the new Starfox game. We don't have much information about this yet, unfortunately, but Miyamoto mentioned it last year at E3 that, you know, it was in production, and then at the Game Awards this past year he said that it would be coming out before Zelda, so that's probably later this year. I would imagine fall, if I had to guess. But really looking forward to it. I haven't been a huge fan of the series in a while. I liked Star Fox Command on the DS, I think. It was alright. And obviously Star Fox 64 and the SNES one, but the other ones hadn't really grabbed me too much. But looking forward to seeing what they do. I'm not super hopeful, but I got my fingers crossed. It's been long enough to where I think they might have got something good cooking. Up next is Mario Maker, and this is like a a dream come true kind of game. It's like the kind of game that people have been talking about for years, ever since they started making the new Super Mario Bros. Games, I think, or probably before then. But I started hearing a lot more people talking about it within the last like 5 or 6 years, that we need a game where you can make your own Mario levels and share them with people. And they're doing that, and the interface has a lot of like little Mario Paint nods, which is super awesome. I was a huge fan of Mario Paint growing up, and I'm kind of surprised they haven't brought that series back, you know, for the Wii U or the 3DS or the DS or, you know, anything like that, because I think all those systems would suit that style of game very well. I know we have like Art Academy, but that's a little more like serious, and the Mario Paint was a little more, you know, fun. So I'm really looking forward to Mario Maker. I'm not huge into like making my own levels, but that's because I haven't really been invested in any of the types of games that let you do that. And I'm obviously a huge fan of Mario, so hopefully the tools they give are easy and fun. From the few videos we've seen, it looks like you could do all kinds of crazy shit. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm mostly looking forward to seeing what other people do with it, because I'm sure there's people that are gonna be a lot more creative than I am. So yeah, so Mario Maker, no release date yet. Probably this summer if I had to guess. Seems like a good summer game. But yeah, I can't wait to play that. Up next we have Splatoon, and to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of shooters, but I'm a big fan of Nintendo games. So I'm kind of interested to see what kind of spin Nintendo puts on the shooter genre. And from what I've seen so far, it looks like a ton of fun. The whole ink mechanic and just the ability to like change your costumes and stuff, it just looks super fun, and less like, I don't know, most of the shooters people play nowadays are too serious, and I'm not into that. I like my games to be a little more fantastical, I suppose. I'm hoping I dig it. It seems really cool, so we'll see, I guess. And up next we have Persona 5, and I really can't wait for this game. I kind of wish they would just release it on the Vita at the same time, just so I don't have to wait for Persona 5 Golden or whatever the fuck they're going to do. But, because I really prefer RPGs on a handheld now. I don't know why. The ability to just take them wherever I go, just, it suits my lifestyle better now, I guess, than trying to like sit in front of a console all the time. Plus, I think the older I get, the more I just prefer to play handhelds, but especially because I played all the other Persona games on a handheld. So, but either way, I'm gonna buy it for PS4, unless they announce a Vita version between now and then. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm a huge fan of that series now. Pretty recent fan. I just got into it with Persona 4 Golden, but I've gone back and played Persona 3 and the two fighting games. Still haven't gotten into Persona 1 or 2 yet, but I have them both on the PSP, so hopefully one day I'll get into those, but I hear they're a little different, so I don't know. We'll see. But Persona 5 looks fun so far. We haven't seen a whole lot, but if Persona 3 and 4 are any indication, then it'll be pretty good. I'm not worried about it. Next we have Xenoblade Chronicles X, and this game looks freaking gorgeous, man. Just the environments and everything is just freaking stunning, and I really can't wait to just kind of run around and explore that world, because I bought Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, but I didn't really get into it. I don't know why. It just didn't grab me. I didn't care for the interface, but it's one of those I'd like to go back and try again. I'm going to get the 3DS version, or the new 3DS version when it comes out, and give it another try, since it'll be on a handheld this time. But yeah, it looks freaking awesome, so can't wait to play that. Up next we have Axial Verge, and this game is coming out for the PS4. I'm not sure what else, but I know for sure the PS4, maybe a couple other systems as well. But I played it at GameStop, or the demo anyway, and it's freaking awesome. It's like a 8-bit Metroid-ish style game. It takes a lot of cues from Metroid, but that's okay because we haven't really had one of those games in a while, and really looking forward to it. It looks awesome, and not much else to say. You know, I've only played like a 5 or 10 minutes of it and haven't seen a whole lot else, but that was enough to sell me on it. So hopefully that comes out pretty soon, I think. Up next is Mighty Number 9. And when this game was first announced, I was actually at the beach with my family, and it was 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and I'm sitting there with my wife on the beach and just checking my phone because we were kind of just bored and hanging out. And I see that Keiji Inafune announced a new game, and I'm a huge Mega Man fan, like giant. So I'm freaking out because from everything they've shown, you know, it looks like a classic progression for Mega Man, even though it's not Mega Man. But so I kickstarted it, one of the higher tiers where you got the signed art book and like physical game boxes and t-shirts. It was a little expensive, and to be honest with you, after I've played some of the game and seen the art style they're using, I kind of regret backing it at that level. I don't regret backing it because I think it'll still be a pretty fun game, but I really hate the art style. It's like a 2.5D side-scrolling Mega Man game, technically, I guess, but I don't know. I just don't like the 3D aesthetic they used. I would have preferred like hand-drawn sprites, because Any Creates, the company who is developing it with Concept, is really good at doing 2D sprites, and it's kind of a shame that they're not carrying that over. I mean, I kind of understand they want to keep it more modern looking. I guess I get it, but I don't feel like it's necessary. So, I don't know. The demo I played was okay. I played one level, but I had a hell of a time getting my PC controller to work with it. So, couldn't get a real good impression, but hopefully should be out this summer. And I guess we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to get on my swag that I got from Kickstarter, but I'll do a separate video on that when it comes in, I suppose. But yeah, so Mighty Number 9. Used to be super hyped for it. I'm still mildly hyped for it, but yeah, my hype has decreased quite a bit over the last year and a half or 2 years. And finally, to probably nobody's surprise, my most anticipated game of this year is the new Legend of Zelda game for the Wii U. And as soon as they showed that short little trailer at E3 last year, I just like jaw dropped to the floor. It looks like Zelda 1 in scope as far as the world goes and the ability to like kind of choose your own path. And that's something I've wanted out of a Zelda game for so long. Link Between Worlds on the 3DS was really good, really, really good. One of my favorite Zelda games in a long time. And I just loved the fact that it was so... you had so much freedom to explore, and I feel like that's been missing in Zelda games lately. So this new one looks really awesome. The art style is beautiful. We haven't seen a whole lot of the dungeons or anything yet, so I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I'm sure it'll be similar to previous Zelda games, but I don't know if you're going to be able to tackle them in any order or whatever. But yeah, so Not much else to say. If you're watching this, you're probably hyped for it too, because it's Zelda. But anyways, that's my most anticipated games of this year. If you guys are looking forward to any of these or any other ones, please leave a comment below. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.